Steps on Getting Over a Love Once Lost. Elva M. Perdomo. Step 1. Acknowledge. You notice his colorful shirts, and you think about how that sets him apart. You like how deep his voice is, then you force yourself to not think about it. You go to the office when you are not scheduled, and you have a 2-hour conversation with him because you discovered his art. The surprise on his face when you show interest in him. He opened up to you, a little bit. In that moment, he looked at you and decided to give you the time of day. You start an email chain of song recommendations. You didn't ask for his number because it wasn't work appropriate. You realize work appropriate doesn't matter when you see the mixed chick leave-in conditioner in his bathroom. And you realize you like guys who think a lot about their appearance. The color of that bottle always sticks with you. You do love him, regardless of him loving you back or not. You then go into denial for a long time because you think loving him makes you weak. Step 2. Mourn. You think and think and think, reminiscing on the notes you two threw at each other like middle schoolers. The love that reminds you of saving someone your last cookie. The love that smells like his cologne that sticks to your sweater. Inside jokes have lost their humor due to dwindling FaceTime calls. Every day, then every 3 days, to once a week. And you make excuses for his slow absence until you break and say, maybe this won't work. You stay up because time is elastic during a pandemic. You build jigsaw puzzles to occupy yourself. You look through his Instagram profile too much. You blame the world collapsing in on itself for the end. Step 3A. Accept. Sorta. You cry in the red lights of his bedroom. You begin to believe you are too much, too soon. Wishing you hadn't shared, you regret how vulnerable you were. You still don't like red lights. You then go to therapy because life moves on and you need to as well. You talk and talk and talk to your therapist. You journal. You block his Instagram stories. You make progress. One day, you see him on the train. It sends you reeling. You regress. Step 3B. Accept. Actually. You become tired of the influence he has on you. You waited, even though you know you shouldn't have. You begin to see him for who he is. He is not perfect. You realize he chews too loud and he does not like anime. You realize that love feels the way fresh bread smells. You realize that he is not bad and neither are you, that sometimes love is foggy and you refused to let go because you didn't want to be alone. You wish the best for him, truly, but in the end, you choose yourself. You look at how much progress you've made and you cry a little. Loving never made you weak. Step 4. Smoke. One day after work, you say goodbye to him. He asks if you are walking to the same train. He knows you are. Under Manhattan lights, you pass a joint back and forth. The weed makes you giggle, and the love you felt makes you warm. You joke and talk about your careers. You are not weak. You acknowledge that he will always be significant. He was not your first love. He is not your last.